All right, so when we're playing accents on a snare drum, we're still gonna go to our typical, forte placement. Remember, on the head, we wanna be just off of center no matter what, but if you're playing piano or pianissimo, you can go closer to the edge of the head. But we're gonna be just off center of the head, maybe by an inch or two. And we will play our eighth notes, just regular. And if you wanna accent one, you will raise your stick height higher. So we have regular 3 inches, then you have your 6 inches, and then, a full stroke or 9 inches. You could do any of those. I would stay between like 3 inches for your tap, and then 6 or 7 inches for your accent. So if we were playing an eighth note pattern with accents on the 1 and the 3, we would have, and then you could do any combination of that, like, so anything like that. I would just only change your stick height to get the different level of sound out of that, to get more emphasis. We would change where we're playing on the head if we were going to play quieter, because you can like get a quieter sound out of, it automatically gets a little bit louder as you come towards the center, but we still want to stay about an inch or two away from the center. All right, and then for like stroke types, I'll talk about it on the mallets too. So for like staccato versus legato, marcato, all of those things, you don't really hear a big difference in the sound, but you can change the way you're playing. Like if I were playing legato eighth notes versus if I were playing like staccato eighth notes, like everyone else was staccato, I might do, and like firm up my grip, have a shorter length of stroke, but you don't want to sacrifice your sound or your ability to stay in time for that. You'll hear it more on the mallets. So if we look at the mallets, coming on over here, there we go, lovely. So like if you're on the mallets and you have legato strokes, so I would make those very, you could probably hear it better down at the lower range. Pulling the sound out of our instrument. We want to do the same thing if we're playing staccato, but you can kind of change the way you hit it to be like a shorter, faster stroke. I would use this on, like if they're doing some sort of exercise. Otherwise, I usually try and play pretty fluidly. I don't think it makes a huge difference. But if you guys are having them work on different stroke types or different articulations as like a full band exercise, then I would have them try and use a different kind of stroke. You could also have them roll for a legato, like, to have some sort of sustain during it, just if you wanted like them to be practicing that. Like if it's slower to tongue to, something like that, just to get some sort of difference and so that they're adjusting what they're doing. But I would write them a separate sheet or just explain that to them.